Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. Stay consistent with creative works. And what I mean by creative works, I'm talking about the business side. Like if you're a writer, you're an artist, anything that has to do with creativity. And, art expands. I mean, you could be a sculptor, you could be a painter, you could be someone working on books and writing. And I'll use writing as an example since that's my main thing. Though there are some people who call me a dating coach and all of that. No, I'm a writer with an opinion on different subjects. I could do videos just as much on politics. And y'all know I do different stuff. I'm talking about money now. But if you are any type of artist, anything that deals with creativity, the big key is staying consistent. Staying consistent, that's what you got to do. Because one thing when you're doing any type of art, or you can even expand that to maybe fashion design. Because I knew a young man, well, he ain't that young anymore, but I knew a young man, he was a dress designer. But I've known him for years, and he still hasn't made it big. And we're more acquaintances. We ain't friends, but just knew him. And he's actually been written up, did some stuff, did some studying, but he still hasn't really made it big. Because I'm going to tell you what, when you're dealing with creative stuff like that, any type of art that you're looking to sell, it could be photography, whatever. It could be writing articles. It could be writing books. That's creative. You're writing fiction books. The thing is, you got to stay consistent because I'm going to tell you what, it's tough. It is tough. Especially in today's environment, because when people are tight with money, they don't spend a lot of money on extra stuff. They tend to focus on just the basics. It's tough, but the key to it is to stay consistent because you just need, the beauty of it is you just need that one big shot. If you are a clothes designer, you just need that one big shot. If you're an artist, you need that one piece of artwork to really sell. Or if you're a sculptor, you need that thing to sell. And the thing is, you got to stay consistent. That's a very important part of it. And when I say consistent, I mean, I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. As a writer, I didn't start making money. Honestly, I really got the idea to start writing in 92. And then I ain't really get into it until 94. And I didn't really make any money until 2001. I was making a little bit, but I stayed consistent. And, my big book was my book, Nice Guys and Players. But actually, people don't know. I've actually had, I say 4 publications before that. 4 major publications. Well, not major, but, 4 publications before that. And, sometimes people might do something and, they'll stay focused or they'll do that art, but they don't make any money. I'm going to tell you what, it's tough. It's tough, but you got to keep going. Like my first stuff, it didn't sell that well. Probably a few hundred copies out there of each one. A few hundred copies. I think the one that sold the most was a pamphlet. I might have about 1,000 copies out there. Maybe. But did I give up? Did I say, oh, this writing ain't working? No, I kept going. I kept doing it. Yeah, when you're doing that creative stuff, that creative work, yeah, you're going to have to get that full-time job. Don't quit your day job, but you got to keep going with it. It could also be a musician. It just popped in my head. I've known some musicians who would show up to like open mic night somewhere. I've known poets who were trying to do some stuff. You got to just keep going. In fact, I remember this one guy, he was a poet. He was doing it full time, but he kept pushing it. He was willing to grind it out. But you got to stay consistent. You got to keep the work going. You got to keep working on your craft. This is very important, especially if you're trying to do this full time, because let's just be real. Being an artist, being any type of artist, that's a tough life. That's a tough life. You have a ton of artists out there who they have some stuff, but they gotta work a regular job. They gotta work a regular job. They may even have a career. It is tough. It is not easy. I mean, when you make it, yeah, you can make it big, but it's tough. It's a tough world. But you can still stay in there, and depending on what you're doing, you can actually make a living. But you're gonna have to do the work. You're gonna have to stay consistent. You have to keep going, no matter what, because that's the ultimate dream, to make money with your art. I'm listening to jazz now, and on my it's on my TV through my cable channel, and it has the statement "Discover artists on music choice." And people might hear the art, they hear the jazz, they hear a lot of what these guys are doing, men and women are doing, but they might not see all the work they put in. They had to put in work. Any big writer, you have to put in the work. I'll give you an example, but unfortunately he passed away, Eric Jerome Dickey. He had 300 rejection letters before his first major book was picked up. And rest his soul. Once he got picked up, boom. But you talk to a lot of writers, that's more my industry. A lot of them have gone through some rejections, like multiple rejections. I think I read somewhere Stephen King had gone through multiple rejections. But you got to stay consistent. You have to keep going, especially you trying to make money with it. You trying to make money in art. Because, once you have that creative thing in you, you got to do it. And you know it. You got to do it. It's just something that you feel like, you know what, I got to write this. I got to do this. So you got to stay consistent in it. You can get that break. In fact, staying consistent can halfway make that break. I ain't gonna lie, there's some luck involved and being in the right place at the right time, but you can create your luck. You can create your luck. You never know when that right person will see your work. You never know. And I've had like one of the things I wrote, like on one of the books I wrote early, it was called Mask. And I might go through it and update it, kind of rewrite it, because my writing style has changed over the last 20 years. But that book had a chance of being made into a movie, independent movie. Had a chance, and had some, I'll just say some famous names that were attached to it. But think about what it would happen if it was made into a movie, what it would have taken. Sometimes it's all it takes, that one shot. But you got to stay consistent no matter what. So, anyway, that's all I have for now. So for all my artists out there, stay working. Stay on that grind. So, let's go make that money.